Hi everyone, and welcome to Words with DatOneLady.
Hi guys, welcome to today's episode of the podcast. And today, I have two people that are staring at my face right now, and we're going to be doing this episode together. So, my wonderful guests, you want to introduce yourselves?
Hi, my name is Zichat, and
Zichat of Montreal.
Yes, that's what her name is.
Yes, it's Zichat of Montreal, and I'm glad I'm here.
Oh, we're glad to have you, Zichat. And we have a popular jingle in the house, so yeah, introduce yourself.
I'm Whitney. Today I'm going to be very calm, please.
That's a lie. She's not always calm, so please, beg. Get ready for our madness. So today on this episode, this is the graduate school series. So we're going to be talking about what we wish we knew about graduate school before, we jumped into the life of graduate school. So, do you want to tell us, Zichat, what are you doing right now? So, we've talked about graduate school. That means you're in graduate school. So, what are you doing?
So, right now, I'm in my final semester. That's what they call it here.
Yes, now, it's not final semester.
Okay. Final year. Maybe.
Final year.
I'm in my final year, final semester, like last semester.
Yeah.
And I'm currently doing my internship paper. It's like a thesis paper. So, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what she's doing right now. And Zichat is about to pull out her hair because she's writing thesis paper.
Jesus is Lord.
Yeah, so we're going to go
through. It's driving me crazy.
I know, right? We're going to go through all of that. So, Winnie, what are you doing?
Been there, done that. Okay.
She's got a certificate for it now.
I'm done. Graduated. The village people wanted to finish me, but you know what? I shot them bullets. So I'm a graduate from. So what does our course again? Public policy. Public policy and public admin.
You have forgotten what you studied.
You can imagine. She have forgotten. That's the when you graduate, like my
done. I've been done and dusted. Like
exactly.
I can't wait to be you right now.
Soon and very soon.
Very, very soon.
So what? Let's go around one after the other. I myself, I don't think I've ever introduced before. Myself, DatOneLady. I am a second year PhD student, and God knows I am looking forward to being done with my program, even though it's a little bit far away.
Yes, girl.
Amen.
I can't wait.
Are you going to do your PhD?
Nope.
So all my friends always say no to PhD, but we'll come back to that conversation later. But right now, let's go around and say, what's that one thing you wish you knew before now? Like, before you came for graduate school, what's that one thing you wish you knew before you came to school that would have helped you do better?
I wish they told me how the system here was. I think nothing can prepare you for what you experience here. It's like totally different from the Nigerian system.
Yeah.
And then they read. God, they have, like, they read, you guys. They don't teach you. Well, maybe because it's masters, but they don't teach you. You read, like, they just tell you, this is it, go and read. And then you are the one that will come to class and discuss what. You are the one that will be teaching the lecturer and what you learned.
Basically,
you're literally paying school fees for you to teach your professor.
As in, because to tell them that, I know, okay.
That's the same thing I wish I knew, because when I came here, the first day of class, they sent us our outline. I will never forget this. I went to class thinking, okay, teacher will teach. Teacher said, asking, so what did you like about the paper? I'm like, which paper?
oh my God!
Everybody said saying, speaking in some terms, and I'm like, please, what part of the class did I enter? Oh my God.
That's one thing I've learned. Grad school, masters, PhD now is that as a grad student, everybody expects that you know what you're doing.
Yes.
You're doing your grad program because you've understood everything about school right now, and you're here to just come and show them what you know.
Exactly.
Basically,
True.
Nobody's going to direct you. Nobody's going to. They might just be there to give you pointers and say, okay, yes, you're right. Yes, you're wrong.
They're
or
not
no.
even pointing you anywhere. You point yourself.
Whitney is so pain. No, sincerely, like, you see, when you write a paper for school, they'll correct it and tell you, do this better, do that better. That's the point that I'm talking about. It's not like nobody's going to direct you in grad school.
You didn't read that, so you just check your grade and be like, okay, I passed and that's it.
No, I check my feedback.
I just feel it, but then I feel like I'm not going to do the class again, so it's like,
okay, there's something they do that I feel like is very, very stupid. They'll tell you in case of next time. In my mind, I'm like, I'm not doing this again. I'm not writing this paper again. It's not if you guys are giving me.
And it's like every professor, they have like different things they're looking for. So
yeah, true.
Their feedback doesn't come from me.
The only time I like look at their feedback is when maybe I write the first paper and then they give feedback on the first paper and then I implement it when I'm writing the
second
next
paper.
Yeah.
But the thing is, all those feedbacks that we're getting, like even if like so, take for instance, you move for you both are doing public policy and public administration. You finish from that and you get a job that has to do with like all the things that you did during school.
What
like,
are we doing? Theories. Am I?
You do not use that degree. I work for an NGO. I feel like I'm starting that fresh. Every day I'm on one online class, learning how to do this, learning how to write.
That's
this.
the truth.
So I feel like masters, do your masters always is calm. Honestly.
Well, I think it depends on the
and
course.
depends on the course.
Program,
For us doing public policy, we're only doing the theoretical part.
Yes, that's
But work life is not like that.
True.
Because
But the thing is, I think it's the same thing everywhere. Like, I think it's most programs, or if not all programs. So you study the theoretical part to put you on a basis to
our
say,
own does not have basis.
I can't. No, it's like you now know. It's like this. You now know the platform of things because if you see the job you're getting now,
There's no
you think
platform.
you think you can get it without the master's degree?
Yes, you can.
Oh, okay.
You just need to know how to write.
That's an actually very, very important topic to discuss. Is education really important to climb in?
It depends on what you want to do. I feel like someone doing engineering, then they need to go to school because they use whatever they learn to do their calculation. But for people like us doing public admin, no.
Doubts that it's a problem for real. I feel like when you're doing a course that the reason why you're studying it at that point in time is so that you get this knowledge, those things that you've learned so far in your academics, in your master's program, those things that those knowledges come, or those knowledge, all that knowledge come in, be like
The
useful
only
at some
knowledge
point.
I knew that I got was how to write.
You see?
So I paid that amount of money to learn how to write.
No, I feel like what you could get from the masters is having the theoretical background, like knowing what terms are being used in your day-to-day
Exactly.
interactions
Well, would they
with public
ask you
policy.
what the
No,
social
no.
constructive is? I say in this.
No, not.
Definitely no. But like if you're doing, maybe they in at work they tell you to find a policy that fits into whatever issue.
The knowledge of the social constructs
So
that
that
will help you
means
doing those
Our
things.
program will be good if you're working for the government. Then.
Yes.
Exactly, that's
For
what
an
it's for.
NGO.
Well, exactly.
It depends, Sha.
It depends. The thing is, now see, going back to all that we've talked about, we don't want to say education is not good, but the point is sometimes you go to school and you go to work. That's two different things. Like, it seems like you studied and when you now get to work, you're now like starting afresh from everything.
Yes.
Like those things you learn in school sometimes are not useful. But the point is, at some point it gets useful. But the question now is when you're choosing a program, please choose a program that suits what you want to do in your life and that you love. Because
I don't tell people not to do public policy, but don't do public policy.
See, the name might sound sweet, like international relations.
Like,
my
it's
dear.
stressful, I beg.
No, sincerely, when I think about it, I'm like, another thing that I wish I knew before I came to grad school is that the system is different everywhere. And I think the chat mentioned it earlier, it's different everywhere. Like, whatever country you're coming from, just have to remind that you're going to start everything afresh to learning like what the system is going to be like in a different country.
Exactly.
But if you're in your home country, you're doing your master's, your PhD, whatever, that's totally okay. But the truth is, now, first thing, nobody's going to strength. You're going to have to learn it all by yourself. Another thing is, going to grad school is lonely as it can be.
I was going to say
I want
that.
to say one thing before we change
Okay.
subjects. Like what you were saying about how the systems are different. When I came here, I think I got like my grades weren't all that good. And coming from Nigeria where I was doing really good, I just realized that I was implementing the same things that I did in Nigeria here.
Yeah.
And I just realized I'm not dumb. I'm just not giving them what they expect, what
Exactly.
they want. Like it's not as if I don't know book or
Yeah.
anything. I just wasn't following. Because at some point I was feeling like, wait, is it
something
like
wrong
not
with
smart or something? But then I just started realizing, like when they started giving me feedback, I actually had to meet the professors. Like, what do you want? Do you understand?
Yeah,
Like, what
that's the
exactly?
same thing.
And then they told me, and then like my grades started getting better, and then I just realized the systems are just totally different.
Yeah.
You're not dumb.
That's the truth. When you go to a different system, like when I mean system, I mean a whole different school system. Make sure you try to figure out what exactly works here. What exactly do they need? What they require for school and blah blah blah. Then implement it. Don't carry the knowledge you're bringing from home and say, okay, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to read the same way. No, just make sure you understand the system, understand the way they do things, and then you do well. I feel also feel like
and the professors are also very friendly. Like
I'm open to have conversations.
Oh my goodness, yes.
For students who come from Nigeria, you schooled in Turkey. We, the rest of us, schooled undergrad in Nigeria. My master's was in the US. When I think about it, I'm like, coming from Nigeria to here, to be sincere, it was a whole different ballgame for me. I expected that I will suffer to read, suffer to do my assignments. But this one,
Yeah.
I will suffer to do final exams. In Nigeria, I do one big final exam in my undergrad. But when I came here, and professors are like, okay, would you guys like test? Maybe 4 tests and 1 final paper, or do you want to do take-home exam? And I'm like, wait, do I have to choose? And they were like, yeah, you need to
have
choose.
human rights in this country.
I think
Yes, you do.
it's so good to know in my head that I can structure the way I want my education to go. And which is so good for me.
Yeah.
Like, professors know when, okay, you're getting tired. It's okay. You're tired. Take time off. Go and rest. I hope you're having a good weekend. Did you take a walk today? I'm like, why do you care? But the truth is, they, when they think about it, if the student is not good, like,
You don't even have to take permission when you want to use the washroom, because I did that one time. So
Oh my days! I can imagine how embarrassing that was.
Oh my god!
You guys, they eat in class. Like,
I know.
they can eat food that, they can, if it's Nigeria, you can bring
walk out.
vegetable soup inside and eat. Like,
you
just
can walk out from the class.
stand up and leave.
You don't even need to take permission.
Like, they don't want to know what's going on with you. If you need to go, just go. Do you understand?
Oh my god!
And if you cannot meet a deadline, is this one that busts my brain?
I know,
If you
just
cannot meet a
email
deadline,
them.
just tell them, see, something. If you don't want to give them a reason,
I know.
just tell them, I cannot meet this deadline. I was blown away.
No, to be sincere, I actually had to learn that a whole lot, because I used to go to my professors then, like, when I started my masters, I used to be very, very, like, on the edge about assignments and stuff. And I would be like, excuse me, sir, I'm so sorry that. And I used to say sir a lot, and they'd be like, please call me with my first name. I'm like,
Yes, don't say
they did not
sound.
call me well in Nigeria to call you by your first name, Mo. You have a doctorate.
You call them by their first name.
So it's like, and they were like, no. How many weeks do you want? I'm like, weeks? No, I just want 1 more extra day. They were like, that's fine. You can submit to next week. I'm like, what? Next week?
Yep.
And it's like so good to know that people are ready to let you be, no matter what the situation is, no matter what you're going through. They're ready to like make you be fine. I know they always say that if the students are doing badly, it reflects badly on them. That means they're doing something wrong. So they want their students to be fine before like to be able to show that they're doing the best thing.
Yeah.
Now, like going back to what I was saying earlier about loneliness, grad school is lonely because you are in your own shoes, except you have people who are in your class with you. And the thing is, it's almost very hard for us to make friends sometimes in our class, because sometimes you're always like maybe one of the only African students or one of the only black students in your class, and this group of students are already there. Maybe they already have a clique, or they are from the undergrad program.
Yeah, they all come from like
into
the
grad
undergrad,
program.
exactly.
And you're just all by yourself, and they already have a technique and the way they do things. So you have to like walk your way through getting to know people.
And everyone is busy. Like,
I know.
they work and stuff. So yeah, if you're not expecting anyone to give you like their time, like
True.
everyone is just very busy.
Like grad school is very difficult. Like you have a lot on your plate.
But the
so
good
it's
thing
really
is
hard.
they have facilities and things in school
To
where
support you.
to support
True.
you. So
Yeah.
anything that you need. Walai, just check the site.
they even give you free food.
Check
free
the site.
food.
These people have everything.
Yeah.
Like anything you could possibly need.
And that's something I always tell people. When you come to whatever school you go to for your grad program, make sure you don't act on an island. Don't just say you want to be by yourself. You want to be all by yourself. Email your professors, call, text, or if you have school orientation, attend it, because that's where you get a lot of like resources to help you. But the thing is, when we went to undergrad in Nigeria, nobody taught us about orientation. Did you ever have orientation in
Of course,
Nigeria?
no. We had
I don't remember orientation.
only what else
No, we had orientation.
I don't remember. I went to Unilag, so I don't remember if we had orientation.
Well,
I
I
went through
we had
diploma to
orientation.
200. The only welcoming that I had in my head
This girl is saying Mr. Okeke as if she went to undergrad in Nigeria.
we did not go to undergrad in
She
Nigeria.
went to Turkey.
She went to Turkey. Just ignore with me. But I remember that in my 200 level in Unilag, that the welcome to my biochemistry 101 and 103 class I had was the woman sitting in front of the class and saying, "How many of you guys in this class?" I mean, like 100 and so to 200 and so. She was like, "Oh, 80% of you will fail this class."
Jesus.
I'm like, yeah, that's your welcome to me. Are you a
80%.
joker? So it's like one thing I wish I knew when I came to grad school first is knowing that resources are available, knowing that, see, you've got this. It's hard, but you can get through it.
It's
Knowing that
hard.
everybody in that school
Please
is
lay
there for
emphasis
you.
on that hardness.
It's hard. One thing I wish I knew was grad school is not easy. They had business going into it. But the truth is, these schools have everything for you to succeed. These schools have everything for you to like go through it. The question is, are you aware of these resources? Are you using these resources? Because you got plenty money you're paying for grad school. Everything is inside.
Use it too.
Use it very well. Use it
I
full
wish
well.
I knew. I've used my. I think collect food gift card. I'm pained.
Food gift from where?
Yes, now I can't. I'm using my money, guys. I'm using my money.
Like, you pay so much for grad school. You should just as an international student, you pay so much. If you see how much the local students pay, like you literally pay 3 times the amount. So be ready to use all the resources. If they tell you that there's a library, use the library. If they tell you that there's a gift card somewhere, use it. If they say there's a way you can borrow textbooks, borrow. Stop buying textbooks. People come to this and just buy textbooks. I used to get very angry.
I used to buy it.
Why?
That is waste of
There's
money.
ILL. There's ILL in the library.
Just like how many? Just like 2 that I know that I would use forever.
That's
like
so
what
many.
I'm using now for my paper.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's like that theory. Exactly. That one is like a.
You have to buy the books, and the school library did not have it.
Me, I would even want to have it.
Oh, okay. That was
Actually, yeah,
interesting.
it's really
I see
good.
what you mean. But yeah, that's like very, very important. I don't know if anybody has anything else that you want to point out that people should know when they come to grad school.
If you are coming to grad school and you don't like book, don't come. Just don't come.
God bless you.
If you want to move to another country, just look for a means like express
that
entry.
means like
If you don't like book, don't use this book.
you don't be
Process
frustrated.
because like every day
You'll be crying.
see.
I cried. I'm not even going to lie. I cried 1 month. I told my father, please come and take the school fees. I don't want to do school again. My father started reminding me, you said you're going to do PhD after. I said, oh.
Nigerian parents forever giving you what to do in your life.
You guys, I'm done with school. After I submit this paper, I'm done. Like,
School is actually interesting. Though.
It's so interesting, you know.
Sweet. Do you know why school is sweet? Like when you're done with it.
coconut head.
Me and Whitney, we know what we've been through.
No, my friends too, Sophie and Chini, they say the same thing. Sophie will be like, I'm not doing with you, or don't worry, today she says she might not. Chini will be like, nah, beg, it's only you that wants to be doing this school.
It's only you.
Only you.
It's only you.
I can't.
If you are like come to graduate school. If you are like me and with
read.
No, research is beautiful. The good thing about grad school is when you're done with it and see how much of work that you put into getting what you are getting right now, you'll be so proud of yourself and you'll be like, I did
The
that.
amount of papers we go to, we are supposed to be professors.
we can write book.
We wrote.
We can write book now.
Can you see these children?
We wrote.
I don't understand what's going on.
We wrote. I wish you could see my face right now. We wrote.
Please help me ask them amendment to the roto. Maybe only one paper or 2 papers or 3 papers. Class paper.
I don't want to come for you on this
If we know
podcast.
how messy. Whitney, don't worry, we know what we wrote.
We wrote. And we are still writing. We're writing it.
Okay, wait, you're still writing.
Writing software.
Whitney works for a non-governmental agency and she writes papers almost every freaking time.
See, I wrote. I'm still writing.
I'm still writing.
I wrote.
That's a very, very good point. If you don't like to do school, if you don't like school, don't even bother yourself because it's not easy.
You'll be frustrated. Yeah.
And the thing is, like, the life of grad school can be very lonely, especially when you're trying to talk to your friends who are in another country. You're telling them how you're suffering. They'll be like, you're in a different country. You should just chill.
Exactly.
You'll be fine. But it's a lie. It's not easy. The truth is, I think the most rewarding part of grad school and everything is that when you're done, you smile back and be like, phew, I went through that. Because when I think, look about all Whitney went through for school all to 2020, we smile now, we're like, man, it wasn't a fun
Story of my life. Searching for a right.
Another one thing that I wish that people told us is that plagiarism is a thing and it can cost you wahala for the rest of your life. I swear.
Been there.
Apart from Whitney.
Done that.
You don't have your
Whitney's
issues.
own is a whole other problem.
I swear that.
A friend of mine messaged me like some days ago. We're talking about school because he just did his master's in the US.
Yeah.
And he was talking about plagiarism. I was like, oh, so it's not only us here that's dealing with
Plagiarism is a thing.
Plagiarism is taking so
I'm
serious.
an advocate. Do not copy and paste. See, even if copy and pasting, don't forget to put your quotation mark.
Yep.
If you like, put the name, author, date, destiny, everything. Put quotation mark.
I plagiarized a bit, like just a bit for Poly 363, the theories one bits.
That professor was really nice. That's why.
She was nice. She actually put it there.
If it was the one I
Your
jammed,
next paper, don't try it. Don't do it again. If not, I for enter Kasala. And
No, I
then
swear.
no.
You have to
I will not
be
even if it's
very,
one line.
I had to start sending
Don't
turn my
do it.
paper into this, turn it in, whatever.
Yeah.
I had a friend that has the whole.
Yeah, Turnitin is a very
Please
good
give
resource.
me a beg for my final paper.
She's good.
No, that's very okay. Sure, Turnitin is a very good resource that everybody needs to have. I swear down. Like, if you don't have Turnitin, like, please go and get it. So that when you write a paper, you put it into Turnitin and tell people, and it will help you to like correct, or it will point out where you plagiarize. So sincerely, like, it's a very good resource. Like, it helps you cut out whatever. If you plagiarize, it will point it out. Like, you picked all this whole thing, or you need to like reference it and all that. I learned about plagiarism in my, well, I think it was mostly my own, like during my masters that I knew a lot about plagiarism. And I always known that you should never copy and paste. Like when you're doing a paper, please make sure you have the paper in hand. You can reference it, and there are different apps that will help you reference it.
Just paraphrasing it correctly and
referencing it properly.
Yeah, that's the problem.
As long as it's not your
mistake,
word,
you meet the wrong professor.
That's the thing. As long as it's not your words, as long as you're not saying it from yourself. It's good for a paper. Make sure you reference it. Like, it's so important. Even if you have 150 references, it's better than having a paper where you're now being sent to school plagiarism board, or what do they call that thing?
You know. You say you know.
No, guys, I'm trying to see Whitney's going to tell us about her story on plagiarism. I don't know if she's going to say it. I don't know if you want to
gladly, because it's not a testimony. I'm going to give you what's that song? Testimony.
I can't believe you're doing this. I always do that. Whitney has so many songs on all our episodes. Alright, guys. Whitney's going to tell us a whole story some other time on how plagiarism almost destroyed her career on graduate school, but you know what? The Lord was wonderful and was faithful.
Hallelujah.
But sincerely, I think we'll put a lot of... We always talk to preachers in every episode. But I think we'll be able to put out a lot of points out there on things we wish we knew. First thing first, graduate school is hard. Second, it's lonely. If you like, we do anyhow. Better our friends.
Yeah,
a
but
lot of
you
people
could
can
join groups in school.
Yes, groups in schools are very, very helpful.
Yeah.
We wish we knew a lot about the resources that the schools had to offer.
They don't have writing
Try
centers
to make friends with people in your
class.
department. Yeah, just try to make friends.
Them.
Be open. Yeah, you do need them.
So this is that's interesting right now.
really
Writing
do need
centers. I never knew the importance of writing centers.
I've never used one. No.
You know,
I use it,
but I know about it. But I never used it.
I never used it.
I used when I first. I think I knew about it.
Because when I was
So wait, what are writing centers? Let them know.
So writing centers are it's a center where people help you with your writing skills.
Yeah.
So they help you with if you have papers to write.
Submit your papers to them.
Yeah, submit your papers to them. They help
They're
you.
not writing your assignment for you.
No, they will help you proofread.
That's what I wanted you to actually say before people would think.
They're not helping you write your papers. They're helping you proofread. They're helping you work through your writing. Even if you have, like, I remember when I was in my university in the US, I was trying to apply to PhD programs, and I went to them with all my documents, like my papers, because I had gotten a few rejections, and then they helped me review the papers and see, like, what am I writing, what am I doing
my
wrong.
brother did it for me.
Yes.
So I was writing my paper.
Exactly. So they will help you to, like, say they'll tell you this is things schools are looking for. This is what you should put out there. This is how you should structure a paper.
Wow.
The words you're using. If you're doing a school paper,
I'm learning too.
we all learn.
Like, you will use it.
But if I have a friend, I can always let them know.
Exactly. If it's a school paper, they will help you. They'll look at the course. They will look at the assignments, what the assignment entails. They will help you write, okay, you're writing this wrong. If you have any, like, English spelling words,
the correct
structure, all those things, that's what they do in writing centers. And they help you improve your writing. But since I started my PhD, what I've learned about writing is there are literally courses you take when it has to do writing. And I have to take those courses in my first semester here. And
maybe I'll do PhD now.
You see, I'm helping my
There are
friends.
people that are going to be checking what I'm writing.
Yes, there's a support system to help you. Like, even if you're writing a paper, if you're writing a manuscript.
I know do PhD. They should write, they should check.
Even if you're writing a manuscript, the professors are always going to review it. But the problem with those reviews is, like you can have 1 million reviews. Like, so I've been writing the manuscript since January, and my professors have been going through it over and over. Like, right now, I think we're on our 20th or 30th review on paper.
Wow.
We've not submitted yet. We're almost at the submission stage for publication. So it's like, one thing about PhD, you're never doing it alone. You have seniors, you have people, your colleagues, your cohort mates, you have people to support you. But the thing is, most of these things we did not know before. The only reason I know this is because I've been exposed to that life, and now coming to my PhD, I was like, okay, I know that I have these resources, I'm going to use them. So I'm trying to encourage my friends. School is not that bad, but if you're not ready for it, please don't do it. Simple and short. Let's not even deceive anybody.
Don't do it.
I've had people ask me that question. Like, if you don't want to do PhD, if you don't want to do grad school, please, you don't have to break the bank. Don't bother about it. If you want to leave the country, please find another way to go. Leave school alone. If not, it will frustrate you.
Express entryway.
And you guys apply for scholarships. They have different.
I
wish I knew that too.
They have scholarships.
There's plenty of money to give out.
As in,
They have.
Search for the one that is right for you and collect their money.
Exactly. But the thing is, let's not forget, searching for all these things can be hard. People hate going to do research. But the truth is, if you take your time to research these things, you will find it. And when you see people, when you come to grad school, you see people say, "Oh, I'm not paying for myself. I have this fellowship. I have this." You're not asking yourself.
Don't feel like a poor person.
No.
Very important.
It's not, and that's the
I
thing.
feel like I don't say Nigerians, but they always feel like when you say scholarship, you're like, oh, you don't have money to pay your school fees, so somebody is paying for you.
That's not true.
Apply you. Don't listen to anyone.
See, at the end of the day, Shebi is your bank account that will be getting the money that you are earning. If you are the one paying your school fees, the money that you are earning will just go into school fees straight.
Exactly.
Better go on.
If a school has like a scholarship office or financial aid office, speak to them. They always have something for international students. But the thing is, people don't know, and that's the thing, it's lack of knowledge. People don't know about these things.
Yeah.
So yes, we wish we knew that there was plenty scholarship, but me, I knew. I used to ask,
Me, I never said. No, I did, but like I didn't see it like from the department. I didn't think I checked it. Yeah, the ones they had were
different departments have different things to offer. Yeah,
looks like you have to be like Canadian or
yes,
that was my problem.
That's another big thing. That's some of the schools like you need to be like a resident of the country and all of that. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, there are always things out there for international students. Look for them. Your school has it. Take it.
It was until I came here that I started seeing like the scholarship opportunities they had.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I didn't search well, but I know I did. I searched for scholarship.
But the thing is, there's some things you will not
search.
know.
Do your Google very well.
Search properly. Look out there. There always, like I said, there's always resource every time in this universe, especially when you're out of your home country. Mm-hmm. There are good resources.
You could even call.
Look
for
them.
Search.
Exactly.
They'll send you links to where to find it.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. If you're applying to a grad school right now, begin to call the university and ask them, are there any scholarship opportunities for students?
Honestly, they'll send you like a list of scholarships.
Yeah, and you can apply to anything. Let me first tell you, applying for scholarships is not easy. Nothing at all when it comes to grad school is easy. But when you're patient and take your time to do it, it will be worth it at the end of the day.
You get one.
Yeah, exactly. Do you want to say, my rejections? Let's never go there. But you will get one and you'll be happy eventually. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, the more you apply, the more used to it you are to like applying to all these things.
Okay. Always look for in-campus jobs. Yeah.
See, that thing is a big one. Look for a job on campus. Even before you come, look for jobs. It's very important.
Campus jobs pay really good too.
Yeah. Well, a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah, do all those research. Take your time. Bond that data.
Ask people.
Search for it. Ask questions. Call your school.
I started doing TA before I came. I didn't apply that first semester because I had no idea.
Yeah.
I mean, they sent emails about it, but they had already. It was when they had already accepted people, so I didn't know.
Yes, but always disadvantage because the students who are incoming get all this information late. Yeah. But the thing is, get through your first semester. Once you enter here the first semester, start searching for jobs. If you can't do when you're just applying or you just got the admission, start looking for jobs. Yeah. You would get it. And the thing is, I hate when people say there are no jobs. I don't like that sentence at all. People say it a lot.
Just Baku.
As in,
don't let people tell you there are no jobs.
There are many jobs. It just depends on what is the right fit for you.
Yeah, exactly. And please, when you're looking for a job, don't lie on your CV, Sha. That's one thing that's very, very important.
Don't let me speak French.
Do not lie, because you're gonna have to defend it.
And that's the thing. It's not like Nigeria where we're from, where you just put things to and people don't really look at it and they just say, okay, come. But here,
everything.
They look at everything. They ask you questions about everything.
During your interview, they will ask you questions. If you like, don't go and be stammering. They say, what is the?
And the point is that they'll be smiling at you. Like,
I'm not in your head. No, I was in a webinar recently and they were like, someone put on her CV that she knows how to speak Finnish. And unknown to her, the person, and she said she works in one Finnish bank or something. Unknown to her, the person we should do the interview with was Finnish, and it was from Finland. I was going to speak Finnish with her.
Village people shit.
And the person, she sat down in the interview. They said to get her, she had to slap the person. It was at that webinar I was listening to, they were working out. That she had to slap the man and walk out as if she was offended by what he said in Finnish. Unknown to every other person there, she did not understand what he said, but she had to just look for a way out of the interview. So guys, moral of the story.
I'm shocked.
Exactly. When I heard it in the webinar, I was like, what?
Don't slap anybody. Morita lies the way.
Guys, the cocoa of the matter, when you put something in your CV, make sure you can defend it, because we're talking about jobs right now.
A friend of mine, this one is Finnish. You're talking Finnish. French. She knows how to speak French. She has gotten the job. They are speaking French in the office.
She does not understand anything.
She does not understand what they are telling her to do. Don't lie, yo.
Google Translate is the way forward. Even Google Translate will not work that well.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, this is hilarious. I'm tired, guys. But yes, I hope with these viewpoints of ours,
we have been
not
able
confuse you, but
we've been able to convince you and not confuse you that we wish we knew a lot about grad school before we came.
Yes.
But we're grateful and glad that we had the opportunity to get this additional degrees and additional feathers to our cap.
Mm-hmm.
And we're saying you guys can do it too. You can do it too. It's not that hard, but it's hard. Just be ready for it. Prepare your mind. Don't think you're going to flanger. You will flanger, shall.
Yeah.
But make sure you do what you came here for first before, because if you don't get the degree and they push you out of the country, it's a futile business.
Think about Muritala.
Whitney always reminds us of Muritala every time. Muritala is the way.
That's what you'll be seeing.
Exactly. So guys,
that's what motivates me to write my paper. Yeah. I know that if I don't finish it, if I don't submit, that means I'm going back, because you have to finish what you came here for.
Exactly, because it doesn't make any sense to pay all that money and not get the degree. That's something. If there's anything that got me very scared last year for my friend Whitney, was which we'll go talk about some other time, is having to go through all that stress and finish all your program, and one thing is just holding you down from getting the degree. It's so crazy. But yeah, it's doable, right? What do you guys think?
Yes,
it's doable.
Absolutely doable.
Well, we're all master's degree holders at this point. So this already has a master's degree. I don't want to know. So yeah, we are. You're
all invited to my graduation.
Yeah. When is it? Is it August or November? We don't know.
Jesus.
It's in June.
June, please.
So it's June. Alright, you guys are all invited to Zichat's graduation. But yes, thank you guys, Zichat and Whitney, for being on this episode with me. This was so much laugh. My cheek hurts
already.
Thank
you for having us.
Alright, we're going to continue our girls' night. But until then, guys, have a wonderful day. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much, guys, for listening to today's episode of the podcast. I really hope you enjoyed it. Remember, you can always share this episode to your friends and families, and your friends and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, or whatever social media page that you use. If you enjoyed this episode, please do well to follow the podcast on whatever app you're listening to right now, so that you can get a notification when I upload a new episode. Don't forget, you can also follow the podcast on Instagram at DatOneLady, which is DatOneLady. If you have any questions or suggestions for an episode, please send me an email at DatOneLady@gmail.com, which also is DatOneLady@gmail.com. Thank you so much for listening once again. Until next time, remember to keep living, keep loving, and ensure you're living your truth. Have a great day, guys, and bye.